Greetings, everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking, and welcome back to the Document of Religion Refillable update here. So, today is about Saturday, which means today is Wedding Day. As I would just have to, I would explain here. I know you wonder why just have to up to the morning with the Saturday this here today, and I know you have your where he has his bed, so where you at, where he was been going, about the full time period, and you will have to see this here as in this real time, real time of the time period with a Wednesday, and I just went to. I remember where it's at for previous years before, the Wednesday at the Bandak, and that was a predictable from 2018. So I was had predicted being the Wednesday at the Bangkok. So let's have to explain here. This was this is where I have explained my Saturday here this today, and I just have woke up this morning to in the environment met that the band had this mom has been woke up here early this morning, and might just had she wanted ready to go into the Wednesday as with the Thai Autism Group Associate Bandak here has aspiratedly his subjecting but objecting a bit spur bit it's better got out here for a test review the document here. Documented impressively that increasingly grow up to a group as with associating. They're associating with this 850% units of documents. Units of documents that have 6,720% of units of Thai autism group associate the Bandak. I was just have the I was aware have I woke up this here to the morning for a bit a while. It had it's about 5 a.m. and between the 6 a.m. and this had they wanted to have to drive it truly have the improvement to have the as might have the real time as a word and they're going here, and we just have to sync to be the Wednesday. And I just have a dressing up to this business guy of clothes of outfits. So much has had clothes there's nowhere that this the boy clothes it, man clothes it, or something like that. His casual outfits and the businessman's outfit. It's afterly it's going to drive through the outdoors the Mundak and traveling through the Bandaks going into it. Has despite with the Thai Autism Group Associate the Bandak and the families group has a single mom with his families group is that they have this being to likely it is said to be as a current date as being as currently just as associated is assuming with it, but that are this documentary served just naturally to the religions where so much have particularly they have the addiction to overworks as over times here. In fact, I just have wearing up to my business clothes of outfits and fashion of the outfits it look like, and I just they went to the outdoors with drive out to cars at the outdoors and going outside for the Mundak and then going to destined to Bandak, that Thai Autism Group Associate Bandak, and therefore families group and therefore even had weddings in here. As in this destined for mornings up. There's a half a morning, bunch of the Thai people. As obviously it is commanded as bits. As commanded as bits as operated space, families as support, as associating, as society, and in this there's a four bits that have the man's woman to hear to, as I heard, as a Buddha is speaking to him. Has a in families, in house, does has a wedding has had the man to the brought with a new girlfriend. The woman has had she have brought with boyfriends there. Obviously, this have it's for required to be this adaptation self addiction with overworked self over times. It is absolutely together with this had the Thai autism group associate Bandak, and they had to the preparing to making their have food, have just take dessert, have fruit, just plating on there, and they had this Buddha just they had to consume it as a food for them. Together they as a separated part where I just have went to the kitchen room as looking up to that food there, and the breakfast morning here to my home, the kitchen room, and they don't have the gasoline that she didn't order to buy the new gasoline before, and she forget about this owner new gasolines at the kitchen room. Is there's something has the humor with the Thai people as was a romantic the families of natures as a family group as social support of natures. And this is where I had just current with that wedding stay. The other thing is is that even just about it, even really it's just about it. It's had has a heading of the bite for the face to face with the face to face Thai people. As an improvement, so much art has a bed speed that's a satisfied of Thai people and the satisfied of families and grouping the singing and then dancing up to dancers as up to the where Thai music is heard. As a in fact that was there was an outdoors and a cross at the parade and walked in inside there the in house and indoors as honestly as honest my honest to be the guy has who gift of gift money here for me and the brothers the other brothers the other brothers that God have the 160 Thai baht for each of theirs which is barely has enough by far there isn't had still the Thai autism group associate group of Bandaks the families support of a group has so much have the sociality as impressively as they're having fun with the single moms as they're having fun with family support as his families as a big families of group there was something like that as well as step by furniture as transit merge to just a merged bee, and I think I don't want as much as I have to as a topic here. So I went to the room, and there's a grandchildren here with my partner friends at the IMS that he was playing the subway servantly. The grandchildren said he was playing games of subway servant for this subway servant there, and I was opportunity that I was calling out there, as this is where I called themes with Marvel's and DC Comics here, as I insulting the two there the gameplay just during this is real time, so during this have into the process has had, and he played on the playing phone mobile games in the subway, and are actually I just played names as play names their themes of mobile games as a mockery, I doesn't not being mockery. I just wanted to be James Taylor's superheroes as introducing the commercials of promotions, community creations as because who want to have the beans as I call it, as just call it like a Spider-Man, Subway Spider-Man, and the other games like a Temple Run, Temple Batman, and the other ones Jetpack Superman. And I just repeat, I have to call it Spider-Man, Subway Spider-Man, Temple Batman, Jetpack Superman. Yep, that's what I call it. This is what I call if it had superheroes which would come to appear to. That would just have to come to appear with the Marvels and the DC comic, like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man comes to Subway, Temple, and Jetpack like that. I call it. And the other things, the other topic. The other topic is here is have the families group, and I got out here is the chances to be to has wherever it has traveled to the Bandak. Like I said, there's mother's goons are says little girls have granddaughter her own family says moms the others says the others woman's there as mother her own with granddaughter, and single mom says her own myself that grandson. That's a grandson. That's me. God, a big brother. This as occurrently this have real time. They have to explore to the going to travel to Bandak, going to somewhere to have a distantly it's at the same place into the Bandak, and as honestly it's as everybody as is tuning it with the tuning within in theirs as therefore rather going somewhere else had to go into buying just anywhere that they have to be. So I just honestly as I finally got out here in the Wednesday, and I just got out here as a Wednesday that we had to have the families group that forced to being to go into somewhere that the distant into the Bandak, and the commanders of the operators have operations to the documented here, and granddaughter has a factory is here as a single mom, so I go into travel with her family friends support families group, and just have it destiny. In the destiny have the Bandak that says took place into it, and the traveling to says and I went to forgot house, and he's sitting Bolton here says slept, and something it's case. I just I was my own with grandchildren, the grandboys, and I have the grandboys with forgot as a friends friendly to that became the grandboys like that forgot that he's usually he likes to playing the mobile games and sitting in his corner, sitting as a cover late and as a gift, as it's half the times that worth and half the gift. And then I got out here and I go into somewhere there. As soon up with the family's groups, as the owners have to, as this have to say that, well, I've really have the recording with the family's groups. Yo, this perhaps is single mom. Where do you have to go in here? You want that guys noodles? I just rivers big street of it here and something like that. And strawberry blah blah blah. And as a family does a force being it takes hungry here. And I just watched how I fell from sleeping into inside a car, and melted have an entire heat into this slate into this sunshine, this heat. It's crazily this heat in here, and then it's got out here the noodles, and the other things the force beings are going to travel here. And I wonders have to say the other families, the other families group that I will say is aware of his toilet, buying coffee, goes by the toilet there, braid of the walls, water pumps, something I take pictures of pretty much that's the same here. That's the other topic there. The other have a really topic there. So I was here as guesting. I was predictable here. I went to a bridge walk to longest hair of the talls on the wall and water pumps with families groups, and this granddaughter that have to walk to this heading towards there, and she tried to climb up and not being just have to fall off the here that's too down to the edge, and the other families there that, oh, the daughter, please don't get extended up here, don't sit here at the edge of it. I was making the pictures, make the pictures of looking like it here. Yep, says since the family just took the pictures, as it took that pictures from me. Something is really as this far as it claims to be to all those things have it clearly the pictures in here. I don't know if they have as much of the look at traffic leads as some doesn't have more case and any kind of that, something like that. And I just have went to the bright bridge walk along towers of water pumps here, and then it goes to fish and the sitting with the other families associating here. That doesn't have to seem like that. Had just waited and got out here, and then it got out here and still talking to here. Oh, that's real fun there. It's just I just wanted him to take a picture. No, that's just my phone's all the batteries. It's 70% right here. So, where am I supposed to have going here? I need grandson for this head with the home. So, take it with the car. So send them to home. I think I have to got out the bridge walk and has a pickup here, says a pickup to with the car parking or wherever that car park goes, and says Chipley. And then it got out here, so we have a lady to have to is into it. So, and so as this day had to went up here, and then got out here, outdoors, and they had to go out, and they got finally to the released, and then Wednesday is going out. That's right. Everything's just going out here. Here I am, of course, home sweet home, and perhaps where I've had to woke up in the morning says afterwards I went to Wednesday, and I just have this Thai autism group associated contacts that currently have the bit to exist that there's a real time success the entire city events that had to took place into it. So, and ran the side to humankind as associating to be the Wednesday. Have a great the Wednesdays with a boys and girls as married relationships part time here as couples. Always a good time, and hopefully they have to take 2 days break as it's afterwards sometimes, and 2 weekends is very soon. So right now, to be honest, this is Saturday, Sunday. I'm guessing I have to say this is a Saturday update here onto this here update with a document of relations update, and I would do have resume to initial development this apartment to have to work to here at the small in-house studios that I just owner to continue with the work that I have a lot of way to work, have overstayed a bit a while, and mom's is work to work out to the document, and autistic Thai operation has been on the way to Bangkok to social impression that's 3 days period, and never seen going to Bangkok. So yeah, so that's so pretty much to say. I would have to say thank you for stopping by, and I would have to say thank you, your views, your responsive, your comments, your interest, and greatly for appreciated to our families, my new moms and dad, my wife and husband, step grandmother, other grandmother, my big brothers, Taylor big brothers, and subsequently my sister. So yeah, and honors my little brothers and little sister, cousin, and something like that. Anyway, so that's it for now. So that was it. This is a Saturday's update, and I hope you see around for next updates. More looks to afterward have a work to the posted here as topic, and hopefully the 2020 decade have to start with my own video diary. So yeah, and as always, I'll see you around for the next videos. As always, later.